Hello beautiful, welcome back to my Chanel. I cannot believe that there is enough content for me to make even more of these videos. It is absolutely obscene to me that America's Next Top Model could get away with quite this much. So welcome back to another episode of America's Next Top Scandal Girls. So I cannot believe that there is even enough content of negativity for me to actually continue making more than 2 of these videos. But guess what, sis? There's so much we need to unpack. Absolutely hideous Gouty Ming vase. Far too much. So on my last video that I posted of this, which was how did America's Next Top Model get away with this, part 2, loads of you, and I mean loads of you, actually commented certain situations that have happened in episodes that even I was not fully aware of. So do you know what we're going to be looking at today? First of all, let me pop my ohrring in. Is this the correct direction? It is. Does she function? Probably not. ANTM Cycle 9, Heather's elimination. Now this requires just a little bit of like reading between the lines of exactly what has happened or will happen. So a little bit of backstory to this situation is Heather actually has Asperger's, which means that she is not neurotypical, should we say. So when given challenges that a neurotypical person would excel in, maybe someone with autism might not necessarily excel in the same way. I do not suffer with autism, so I cannot absolutely speak for anyone how they would have behaved in this situation, but I would like you to let me know in the comments box below if you do perhaps suffer with that or have friends or family that do. What could America's Next Top Model have done to make this more fair for Heather? We're just about to watch her elimination. So if I'm right in saying the challenge that she had to do was complete a sort of map navigation system, and her autism did not allow her to perform to the best of her ability. So let's watch what Tyra, in her absolute pathological nutter state, has to say about that, shall we? Are we ready? Vomit.
I only have one photo in my hands. And this photo represents the girl that is going to Beijing. And I'll only call one name, and the name that I do not call must immediately return to your hotel, pack your belongings, and go home. Both of you take probably the strongest pictures out of all of the 5 girls in this room right now. Both of you.
But do you know what actually happened? We didn't pick the strongest pictures that you chose because we need a storyline to make you look absolutely awful on TV in front of millions of people.
You guys have something when it comes to communication, not the strongest communicators. With you, Heather, if you're so fantastic to us judges and on photo shoots,
but you can't make it to a go-see. It's nearly impossible for you to book a job.
where does Heather stand in this industry?
I just want to actually say that. Did you hear the audio levels change in that shot? Tyra did not say that to Heather. She absolutely did not say that to Heather at the time. That was dubbed in afterwards. Just to put that in there. But also, the way that she said communication, you know, communication is, you can't communicate. Imagine saying that to someone, to a person with a disability, that they can't communicate in an expected way to fulfill a challenge. Imagine being that person saying that. Like, where does your empathy for the human race end? Absolutely obscene.
As beautiful as you are standing in front of me, obviously that's not enough. Jenna.
So for some reason, the video that I'm watching cuts the audio there, which is so frustrating, but you know, it is what it is, especially in the world of DMCA strikes. So I've skipped it ahead to where they start talking again.
You saw don't know Heather. But the people that have gotten to know and love you, watching America's Next Top Model and being a part of your journey, maybe there's some clients out there that see a little bit more than what those clients saw today. Okay? Goodbye, Vanessa.
I love you, Heather.
I really wanted to win. I wanted to prove that I could do this. I first came in here thinking, you know, that my Asperger's would be way more than a problem than it really was. I thought, you know, I wouldn't be able to get along with any of the girls. I would be too different. And since I've been here, I've learned so much. I've learned to be more confident. I've learned not to always be so self-conscious. And that not everyone's gonna judge you just because you were born a certain way. I think the experience is much more than a prize.
I don't even know what I want to say about that. I literally don't even know what I want to say. America's Next Top Model exists in a weird place because the way that they just made that like cute little bit at the end there where she explains like, you know, she hopes to have convinced people that perhaps are watching someone with Asperger's that you can win something and you can survive and you can be quite an influential role model and a positive support role model. It's just weird that America's Next Top Model had to facilitate this weird journey of like up and down and up and down and up and down and then like land on this part at the very end and almost make like her Asperger's into the storyline of why she's now not winning because she couldn't complete a task to go sees. Absolutely ludicrous. Awful. This is absolutely so awful. Absolutely awful. I might even have to put like a caution warning across here because there is sexual harassment, should we say? I think that would be safe to say it's sexual harassment. Back in 2003, America's Next Top Model was in cycle 1, which means it was the first one that they'd ever did, and I'm pretty sure it was 2003. If it was later than that, please let me know, but I'm pretty sure it's 2003. This title of this video is America's Next Top Model Cycle 1 Go See. And as far as I know, the situation surrounding this one is pretty intense, should we say. It's been a long time since I've seen cycle 1, so I don't even know if I've like watched this or if I even realize what's going to happen. So it is a good 6.5 minutes long, and I don't actually know where the point of like it is, but let's just watch, shall we?
Hello. Hi. How are you? Good. My name is Marilyn.
First of all, I just need to actually say to you, I'm very sorry about the quality. As you can see, she has 4 pixels this time, not even 8. She's got 4 and she's going to have to be happy with it. This is 2003, so, you know, 360p television NTSC cables were perfectly normal. Also, can we just see, like, nowadays, you would never just have, like, a fan in the background of a video. Isn't that, like, there's, like, pictures that have been taken down off the wall. All the models just, like, opened the door as she came through all normal. That would never happen in reality TV now. The budget, sis, it is astronomical now compared to then. Oh.
I'm the head of the agency. So, you know, it's very important to start in Paris. All the top models have started here. As part of the test, you're going to do go-sees today. Okay, now let's go and see Emma. She's in the other room. I'm going to meet her.
Why do they all just have their bags with them?
The new Faces division at Maryland's. So you've got 5 go-and-sees that you're going to do this afternoon between 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock. Each one's got a different time. So one...
I just want to pause it and just say, how vintage does this whole situation look? Look, there's like printers in the background. How weird is this? Just to like look into the past now, because now everything is so polished. You would absolutely never just get like top models just in an office, just like with surrounded by binders and done like that. Sorry, I just had to say that. Let's move on.
One's going to be between 2 and 3, one's going to be between 3 and 4. You have to get to all of them, and you also have to go alone. Now I'm going to explain to you how you're going to get around Paris and how you're going to get by on the metro. Within Paris are different areas which are called arrondissements. Each time you're going to have a choice whether to go north or south, east or west. Now there might be Rue Parmentier, there might be Avenue Parmentier, there might be Place Parmentier. Have you got the grid key? It's like G4 or F14. So in your maps, you go to 18. Blue line is number 2 line. Concorde is on the number 1 line. It's right in the middle. It's when you get in the metro station.
I don't know about you, but I've already got a headache from all of this nonsense. Like, why would they even put them through something like this? This is ludicrous. To take them to a different country and be like, good luck, everybody, bye. What if one of them got really lost and was, like, never found again?
The metro is a big M or metropolitan. Get into the metro and then get going. Split up and just get going.
Bye.
And then go down. It makes you young, huh?
I don't care. You have the lotion here? Absolutely.
And what does this do? Okay. I missed the 3rd location because I just lost track of...
Sorry, what is happening? What am I actually watching right now? I totally forgot about all of this. So we've just watched Adrienne, is it Adrienne? Basically commit a crime by like skipping over the barriers in order to like get to the next appointment. And it's literally caught on camera right now. So A, that's kind of like a bit weird. Why is this other model here just like going into a shop when she's like on a time budget? Like that is so weird. Absolutely bizarre.
English, superstar. This man walked up to me in the street and like brushed my leg like there was something on my knee. I thought, oh, there might have been something on my knee. Then he proceeded to try to shove his hand up my skirt towards my crotch. So I was really upset. I mean, I was right there by the agency, but I couldn't even go in.
What? We just watched a literal sexual assault. I always try to bring like some amount of humour to these videos because I do feel like it is ludicrous to think that there was actually a reality TV show that got away with this. But what the hell did we just see? Why wasn't that girl immediately put in counselling? Why was this like televised to be like, oh my god, look, drama is happening. Oh look, maybe she won't win America's Next Top Model because she was literally sexually harassed on the street of Paris. I am so shocked by this. Absolutely appalled. Absolutely appalled. And then it just carries on. It just got like, she literally only got that like 12-second bit to say, a man did this to me on the street and then I could not actually go in to see the go-see. What? What are we watching? What is this? I don't even know if I can like cope. That was absolutely horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Why did nobody stop and say anything about it? Why was this allowed to be filmed? Oh no.
I wasn't as fully confident in myself. I feel like I can do better.
You, sis.
Thank you so much. I am from Chicago, but yes. Hey, you say it like me, Chicago.
Is that a colour? Blue, grey, something?
Blue, green, they change.
So what we actually got just then was a sort of like sad, somber song over this like, oh, maybe she won't make it to the go-see after she was literally just sexually assaulted on the street. Absolutely disgusting. Why did no one say, this is not a good idea, maybe we should absolutely not put this on TV, maybe this needs to be, you know, a moment to teach people about the dangers of modelling or the dangers of just, oh, God, like, there's got to be something they could have done here. Please leave your comments in the comments box below about what on earth they should have done with this section of footage, because I feel like, I don't even know if I can go on filming after this, because I feel like a bit, like, jarred from this. I try and make my content, like, entertainment and, like, fun, even though America's Next Top Model is, like, scum. It's quite scummy, let's be honest. There is absolutely nothing fun or entertaining about watching what we just have. So I've just had a 5-minute break from filming because that actually quite affected me, but let's move on to the next video, shall we? So this next clip, I actually remember hearing about this when it came out. I don't exactly remember how long ago this was. It's a couple of years ago now. This is America's Next Top Model Cycle 21, where Chantelle confronts Yu Tsai. Now, Chantelle is also known as Winnie Harlow. Winnie Harlow has done like a couple of crappy things, should we say, in her career, but you can't deny that she is quite beautiful and that she also represents something that's quite important, and that is diversity within the fashion world. So this whole situation, when I heard about it, I was like, what? Like, this was a couple of years ago, not that long ago. The idea that this kind of a situation would even happen in this day and age is still obscene, absolutely obscene. So the clip is called Chantelle Confronts Yu Tsai, ANTM Cycle 21. Are we ready? Oh, it's going to be a lot, isn't it? What? I'm sorry, this man is severely, severely unwell. This man has gout of the brain, he has a water on the brain, he has no brain, the brain is baked with the baby. Absolutely disgraceful. You cannot give someone a nickname that minimizes their struggle with something, with a condition of some sort, and then be like, it was fine, it was designed to soften you up, it was designed to make me like you, it was designed so you can work better with us. What did he just say? So much has happened in like less than a minute. 31 seconds. What? I can't even get through this whole clip. Let me go back to what he's just said, because that was ludicrous. Ludicrous.
I didn't call you a cow. Chantelle is not gonna make a good model because she rubs people the wrong way. It is hard to get Chantelle to really listen.
Chantelle is not going to make a good model because she rubs people the wrong way because it's difficult to make her listen. Sorry, you just used like a slur on her and we're just like, oh, it's cute. It's designed for you to be like fun and soft and like work with us nicely. No, absolutely not. In my life, if someone uses a slur towards me in a work environment, do you think I'm going to be like, thank you, yes, that's really softened up my attitude. Wonderful, let's work together more. Absolutely not. What planet is this deranged human from? Disgraceful. Absolutely disgusting, and we hate it.
Panda, cow, zebra, I don't want them to put
if
that,
they understand why that nickname...
Did you see his little hand movement then as well? So that you can understand, like if someone is doing this at you after they've just used a slur on you, donkey kick them. I don't care. Donkey kick them directly into the sun. Ludicrous behavior.
It's given to you, it's actually for the positive so that you can soften your edge.
But you and I know that.
They know that because I tell them.
They could take that out of context.
I think she accused him of being mean, but people who love you and care about you are going to give you nicknames.
No, they aren't.
Took it as a negative thing, like he was being mean, and he just wasn't having it because he really does care about all of us.
No.
How I called your name was never insulting and never harmful and never demerit who you are. When I gave you the name...
You don't get to decide. You do not get to... I'm so riled up, girls. You do not get to decide what is and isn't an awful nickname for someone. Absolutely horrific, especially when it is directly related to something that they have struggled with their whole life. Do not ever think it is fine to just joke about these sorts of things. As ContraPoints, Natalie Wynn says, if you have that darkness, you can make dark jokes about it. I can make dark jokes about being trans because it's a huge source of pain in my life. If somebody just came into my life, don't really know who you are, known you for a week or so, and you have made a joke about me being trans to try and be like, I'm just trying to soften you up. Absolutely not. What's wrong with you? No. No!
If you don't understand it, you would no longer deserve that little soft nickname. I'll call you Porcupine from now on.
What a hideous man. Hideous.
Be like, oh, I can call you cow because we're friends. That doesn't make any sense. You still can't call me that. It's not appropriate. Ooh.
America's Next Top Model, guys and girls.
Absolutely speechless. Once again, how did a producer not come across onto the side and say, you can't call one of our contestants a slur? You can't create this negativity? Hideous. Absolutely hideous. What do you guys think about that interaction that we have just seen? Because I'm quite shocked. Absolutely shocked about that because I totally understand how Chantelle, Winnie Harlow in this situation feels. Absolutely understand how she feels about that because I would leave that situation not being like, wow, what a wonderful colleague that was. I really want to work with him again. And just because you've got this like flouncy attitude does not mean you can be a bitch. I'm sorry, being a bitch is not a personality trait. It's not a personality trait. Stop. Move on with your life. Accept that you made a mistake and be like, sorry, I didn't realise that was overstepping a mark. Please accept my apology. I hope that this doesn't affect our professional working relationship further. How easy would that be to say? How easy? Instead of going, no, actually, you are incorrect because... Stop it. Stop. Go away. Into the sun. So this video is going to be astronomically long if I actually play this another clip, which is basically about the elimination of Chantelle. During this elimination, they bring up the fact that she tried to correct this photographer and they eliminated her for it, basically. So that is, as you know, there is no justice. Like, she literally just said, don't call me a slur. And then it became this whole situation and she actually got eliminated from the show for it. So... what do you think about that? I think it's disgusting. This next scene that we're going to watch now is from way back in the day. I don't actually know which cycle this one is from. I can't quite remember. Does it actually say here? Let's have a peep. Is it a peep? So this is going to be another video that exposes just how ludicrous Tyra can be. So, this clip speaks for itself. Let's watch it. It's not quite rabies, but you know.
Yes. I've been working so hard. I'm so tired, you guys. I'm so sorry, you guys. I don't mean to be all weak in front of you, but I'm just so lightheaded.
Somebody bring some water.
Some pizza.
Sorry, did that person just say, do you want some pizza? Absolutely. That's what you need when you're fainting. Pizza.
Check her palm.
Oh my god.
I'm all right. Today you guys are gonna learn about acting! Learn about acting!
Sorry, absolutely not, absolutely not. Faking a health condition in front of a room full of concerned people is not acting, especially when you film their reactions in order to really like make it out as if to be like this big learning curve moment. How good is Tyra at fainting? What was happening back in the day? How did any of this get past to be acceptable? Some of those girls' reactions were legitimately terrifying. Like, we can go back and look at this girl here. What we see here is not the face of someone who is like, oh, she's acting, oh, it's safe. Like, she's legitimately concerned. She is almost ready to dial 911. Absolutely ludicrous. Why would you think this is acceptable? Remember, at the end of the day, sis, this is a modelling television show. This is a modelling television reality TV show. Have any of the clips we've seen today been about modelling and been about how to produce a really good model for the industry for a lifelong illustrious career in modelling? No! So, my lovelies, I think I'm going to have to leave it there because that is absolutely one hideous video I have created for you all, and I'm very sorry that it's now on the internet. Oh god, what was America's Next Top Model doing? Absolute scandal from start to finish. And you know what also? This is not going to be the last one of these videos. I've got a whole list of things to look through to be absolutely shocked and outraged at for you guys, because this is ludicrous, absolutely ludicrous. And I kind of feel like we need to know where we come from so that we can understand that this kind of thing should never happen again for television. Well, that was quite the first video of 2021, wasn't it, my lovelies? I'm sorry, I think. What have we just watched? What has all of this just been? Absolutely ludicrous. This week's Instagram shout out goes to Clayton Franks 26. Thank you so much for following me over on Instagram, you stunning woman on the go. If you want a chance to be featured in my next video's Instagram shout out, make sure you follow me over on Instagram. The link is in the description. Also, we have a new little Patreon on screen, my lovely. 2021, New Year, say me, girls. And I've got to say a massive hello and welcome to Gary S, Roxanne Smith, Sarah R, and Kostadin Stoyshev. If you want to become a member of this channel or the Patreon, check out the links in the description box below, you stunning women on the go. Well, that rhymed. How witchy. And once again, I want to say a massive thank you to my top tier Patreons and channel members, Morrigan E. Wolf, Erin Conkle, Magoose de la Goose, and Steffutech. You're all absolutely beautiful. Oh, yes. And you know what, my lovelies? I will see you in the next video.